Alright, Kevin Rushing again with Rushing Services. I want to show you another project that I worked on that I'm impressed with. I watched some more videos on YouTube. You geniuses out there got me thinking about building a solar heater. Solar meaning, well, solar as in sun, and heater meaning as when you're cold you get warmer. So anyway, with those scientific terms out of the way, let me now show you the project that I was working on this summer. And the reason I did this, you say, well, why a solar heater if you've got this pretty fantastic waste oil heater? Well, the reason is because sometimes during the winter times, like February, we have some days that aren't probably cold enough for a big waste oil heater, but cold enough that you want some kind of heat. And so why not build a solar heater? That's what I thought. I thought, well, might as well. You know, you geniuses out there figured out how to do it, so why don't I? So let me show you what I got. Alright, there it is. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. Basically, I had a window lying around. I did not go out and buy that. That's something off another project that I had that I'm not going to use it for. Built a box around the window, and inside the window I put a regular dryer line. I don't know if you can see that really good. I'm having trouble seeing it through the screen, but it's just regular dryer hose, collapsible, flexible dryer hose that you would put on, and it's because it's thin, and it's a lot of people do use Pepsi cans, but it's like I don't have time to sit and cut holes in Pepsi cans, nor do I care. So inside the box I put my dryer hose. I insulated the outside wall of the box, painted it up real good, painted the dryer hose black, and I lined it in such a way that basically the only tricky part to this is not tricky, but something that you need to consider is that heat rises. So you want the cold air that you're sucking in to start at the bottom, and then you want it to exit at the top because it'll pick up heat as it goes up. So that's the only thing that's very technical on this at all. So my camera's having a heck of a time trying to focus here. What I did was I just went down and bought a real cheap 50 CFM fart fan that you would put in your bathroom. Attached my dryer hose to it. The top hole is the back of the shed. It's all insulated up really good. So the top hole of the back of that heater comes into the shed, and it goes down, and I'll show you that, but it goes through the loft. We're actually sucking the hot air from the top through that fan, and it's going down into the bottom of the heater through that hole right there. And what that gives you is that you're taking the warm air at the top of your shop and you're sending it through the heater, and the heater then is, I'm getting a temperature rise of an average of 25 to 35 degrees temperature rise. You can't think of it in blowing hot air. When the sun's shining on it, you'll get about a 35 degree temperature rise, and maybe more if you build it with different materials, I don't know. Temperature rise from the top of the loft to the temperature that you're getting on the exit, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So here we go. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. Okay, the top temperature is what my loft temperature is. It's 55 degrees up in the loft, 60 degrees down below. The reason is I got my waste oil heater going because it's a little bit cloudy today. I'm not getting a lot of performance out of my out of my solar heater. So let's move over here across the top of my desk. Here's my discharge line that's coming out of the top of the solar heater, and it comes down through the loft. And here's my temperature right here. It's 11:23, and I am getting a discharge temperature of 79 degrees. Again, it's a little bit cloudy outside. The sun's not shining directly on it like it would on a nice hot day, but you can see because I just turned it on, I'm getting a little bit more heat out of it. So basically what we're saying is we got 55 degrees up in the loft, and we're getting almost 30 degree, well, 25 degree temperature rise out of it. And again, it is not a sunny day, so 25 degrees is not bad. And what I've done is underneath I have my discharge coming right under my workbench with my thermal probe in there. The temperature, you know, just regular oven thermometer tells me what the temperature of my discharge is, and that's how I know I get anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees depending on how bright the sun is. So check it out. It's easy to do. Doesn't take a lot of money. Build a box. Throw in a bunch of this dryer hose here. This stuff actually works better. It's not as flexible and it's more expensive, but this is what I use just because I had a whole bunch of it. It's thin, and you get, you know, a nice tip. And again, I painted it black inside the box. This stuff here, I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to use this painted black because there seems to be a little bit better heat transfer, because this is real aluminum, where this is kind of like metallized plastic. I don't know what it is. So anyway, we expect to see another video. I'll tell you how well that works out. Again, it's not that cold today, but you shouldn't expect on your solar heater to talk about degrees output. You got to talk about temperature rise, what kind of a temperature rise you're getting on it. Okay, so this is Kevin Rushing saying howdy doody, adios, bye-bye. Rushing Services, Winnemucca, Nevada. You can give us a call. You can check me out, Rushing Services at gmail.com. If you want to send me a question or something, I'd be glad to talk to you about it. I'll be working on some other projects. So if you come up with any better ideas, you can give me a holler, and I probably ignore you, but that's okay. Talk to you later. Bye.